saved this video for some of my favorite formulas. Wanted to brighten and cool down my model's color, so we mixed up Super 7 10 volume for her highlight and 20 volume for her tip out, of course adding in Corestore. For her low light, I mixed up 60 and 816 in clean liquids, mixed 1-to-1 with 10 volume. And yes, I said 10 volume, it will give you better coverage and last a hell of a lot longer. I started highlighting around the face first, as always. I'm using the Matsui orange peel foil. It has a lot of extra grip. All of the hair that I left out around the front highlights, I did a tip out on, did a full tip to get maximum brightness. After I finished the front part of the face frame, I then moved around to the neckline to repeat the exact same process. My highlights were relatively close together and not much space left in between, so I could achieve maximum brightness around her face frame and neckline. After I finished off the neckline, I then moved to the very front face frame to connect everything together, keeping my highlight super fine, not too thick and not too textural, again for maximum brightness. Wherever there was old highlights that I didn't want visible any longer, I used the low light, which again is 60 and 816, which will create a really flat, neutral tone. The 816 is probably the coolest and strongest, most flat color in the O&M Clean Liquids range. After I finished off the face frame, I then moved to the back doing full teased slices. Whenever I'm wanting maximum lift and maximum brightness, teased slices is the go-to answer. So with the low light in between, all I wanted to do was blur out any line of demarcation that was previously there from the last color. I did my teased slices all the way up to the part line, making sure that very last highlight right on the part line was super teased to get a nice solid blend. This is what the hair looks like after I pull out all the highlights and low light, super blended, really bright around the front. Now it's time to root shadow. I mixed up 5, 0 and 7, 1 with a splash of 4, 1 and 10 volume for the root. For her hairline, I mixed up 8, 0 on its own, again with 10 volume for maximum coverage and longevity. I always apply the hairline first to make sure that I get that out of the way. It's also why I mix up a color 2 to 3 shades lighter for the hairline, so I can let it sit for the full process time, making sure my color lasts longer. After the hairline, I then move to the root color, making sure I take it around 1 to 2 inches or almost to the curve of the head. I then go back to the very front hairline and blend all of that down. My mid color is 8-0 with a splash of 816 to kind of neutralize the 8-0. I then blend that down with the main master brush from the J Hair Care line, do a little bit of wet balayage with Super 7 and 20 volume, also mixed with Corestore, and then we just did a gloss of clear with a splash of 816, and this is the end result. Let me know what you think in the comments.